Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Interviews. Today, we're breaking down episode 3 of season 2 of Clevatess. This episode was a good lowdown because we got some massive, not big, not that massive news, but like it's close to massive news because we finally got like the legend of the hero. Because if you remember in season 1, the legend of the hero was like the main driving factor because um Clara Clarice, yeah, I think that's Clarice was following the legend of the heroes where they have to defeat all four Dark Lord beasts to like see beyond the sky. And today in this episode we finally got to like actually hear the legend of the West itself. And those the a weird part of the legend is it didn't mention anything about the book of Torah or magic because it did mention the hero creating a sword which Claire also uses, but like it didn't mention anything about the book of Torah. So that means even though we got to hear like the tale that everyone knows, it's not the full thing. This is not like the actual full actual thing about like the story of the hero because I feel like there were even in the episode what's this Clevatess mentioned that how there are large gaps in the story. There are massive gaps. Like it's basically like my review. It's basically me telling you parts of like the episode without telling you what every scene and whatnot. It was skimming over like every big was this and just going to like main points, if I would say. Anyway, I another thing that I was this another thing that I realized while watching the episode. This episode didn't talk about any like humans because okay, I'll as I'm going through the episode, I'll explain what I mean. So buckle up because shit's about to go down. Let's get to it. All right, now the episode opens up with like a backstory. It's it's mainly just Clevitus like remembering the past, and I think he was in a fight because when he wakes up, he was like, "Where are my foes?" And then we have the Dark Lord beast of the West, who kind of like tells Clevitus that all his foes are dead, which kind of builds my theory because for the past like few days I've been having like this massive theory that Clevitus was a normal human before like he became a dark beast, and like I know this is crazy, but like it in the opening itself, I'll show you the part where I'm talking about, which kind of validates my theory. Okay, I found the part of the opening. Now just watch and look closely, and you see what I mean. Three, two, one. It's this part right here. I know this is like a quick frame, but like I really do feel like this is Clevitis. I don't have like the proper backing to back this up, but like he looks like Clevitis from like the dress, from the way he dresses, everything. He definitely looks like Clevitis. I might be wrong. Maybe it's implying to like the woman who died in like episode 1 of season 1, but like in my mind right now, this is Clevitis before he became a Dark Lord beast because we we really don't know much about Clevitis. We don't know how he became a Dark Lord beast because we know he's like the Lord of like I forgot the Lord he is, but like he is a Lord, but like there was a previous Lord before him which he didn't inherit memories, so we don't know what's like the process to like actually inherit memories. But like my theory kind of it doesn't stand. It's a bit shaky, but like I feel like Clevitis was a normal human, then somehow become a dark lord beast. Maybe it's due to like the seals because when someone gets a seal, they transform into a dark lord beast. I feel like that's what happens to Clevitis. Maybe not. Who knows? Anyway, let's get into the other parts of the episode. Anyway, after the opening, what's this? Clarice, is like talking to Clevitis about like how like Nathan turned into like a dark beast and like the type of conspiracies that's happening like in the school. But like Clevitis was back was not was didn't seem interested, which is like shocking because Clevitis is trying to like was looking for like you know, was came here for like out learning magic, but like learning the mysteries of magic is like another thing that he was interested. So seeing him like be disinterested was like really shocking. I was wondering like what's really happening. But at the end of the episode, we can understand why he was doing that. And another part of the episode that was shocking to me is how Clarice was like asking around about like what happened to Nathan, what happened to like why he turned to the dark beast, how can someone get across like I don't know why, but like that secret is being gatekept so hardly because this is a school of magic. I feel like if a student wants to know something about magic related, you would like tell them. And like it's not that Clarice is from a different country. Like I feel like it's relating to like the Book of Tower because I'll give you another example about it. Chiffonette, we know Chiffonette attended the school of magic, but she doesn't have any memories of the school. The only memories she has is after when she got the gem on her head, and after that, like memories before that, they are gone. So I feel like it's not that the students don't want to tell her how to like get the what's this. It's you don't know how to like get it because once you get the crest, you don't know the method of getting the crest. In the episode, it was saying how only the chosen can get the crest, which I feel like it's total bull. Like I feel like the quest is given by the Book of Toba, and like the trial you're going through is like basically you becoming a dark beast. And I don't know if you have to retain your sanity or some other thing, but that's my interpretation. My interpretation is the Book of Toba is turning people into dark beasts, and if you overcome that trial, then you get your own what's this you get your own seal, which grants you power, but I don't know what type of like do you become a different person once you obtain the crest? I don't know. I feel like you do, but uh, I really don't know. We don't have that much information right now. This part is the most heart aching part of me for the episode because I really did love Nathan and him now like going out of the school with his mind broken. Like I thought once you got like the crest, I thought at the end of last episode he was given a crest. I thought that after giving the crest he'll be like somewhat stronger, but like I feel like he was destroyed to the point where like he I I I wanted him to stay more, but like he's mentally destroyed. So like, I feel like he should like just get taken care of by his family because this school right now is is not it's not it. And oh yeah, before I even talk about that, Clara and the twin boys kind of like form a team because the boys want to like become wants to graduate like from the school so they can get a position in the military, and they know what's this Alicia is here to like what's this Alicia is also here to uncover the secrets of like the magic for her country. So like they built a like I wouldn't say like a cooperative relationship because they're all using each other, and I feel like the way they said it, they would drop each other's at the drop of a hat. So like it's a shaky relationship that they have, but it is still a relationship. So whenever Alicia finds anything, she tells the boys. If the boys find anything, they tell Alicia. That's like the main purpose of their alliance. Yeah, I'm gonna lie. I don't trust this guy to be honest. I really don't like. He's I feel like I know he is the main villain because like he looks like it. He looks like the main villain of this arc. Like there's no one else that I hate. I'm not saying I hate him, but like he just gives off this bad vibes. I feel like he's doing something with the Book of Torah. Last episode we saw him with the Book of Torah. I feel like he was the reason that Nathan got turned into like a dark lord beast. Not a dark lord beast, a dark beast. I feel like he knows how to like give crests. I don't know. Like I don't trust him. I just don't trust him. Like he has the Book of Torah, which we still don't know what is like the Book of Torah, but like there's a difference between ours and his Book of Torah. our book of Torah, we can't open it because it needs a specific key, and the key we have, it's not the one his book of Torah can open. So like that, I don't know if that makes it stronger. I don't know what type of context is in the book of Torah, but like, oh yeah, and when after Clevatess finished talking about, after Clevatess knew more about the legend of the verses of the hero, they came up with the theory that the book of Torah contained like the missing parts of like the story. Like I said in my intro, the was this the hero story was jumbled up because none of the things make sense. It made sense, but like it just didn't make sense. Like, why did the hero receive a message from God? What what's like um they didn't mention anything about magic, but in the present time, people are focused on learning magic of the past. How did he make the regalia? Because we don't know, like, where did the forge even come from for him to make the regalia? We know the forge came from the book of Torah, but like the hero story that they were telling us didn't mention anything about the book of Torah or magic or the old humans. So Klein kind of came up with like a theory that each book of Torah contains like the missing parts of like said book of Torah, said part of the history. I mean, which I thought we'll get closer, but like the mysteries just kept getting deeper and deeper. Like my main thing is, why would someone do this? Like, you creating a book, you creating a false legend that leads people to actually kill themselves, because humans, I feel like they're not strong enough to actually fight against dark beast. So like it's a losing battle, and the only reason that dark beasts don't attack like the humans, I don't know why they don't attack, but like I feel like they haven't really attacked us. So I don't know, like I don't know what the main point was of creating the book of Torah, but like we know the book of Torah fabric was is not in history records. Nothing about the book of Torah, but like we know about the magic of Torah. We don't know the book of Torah, but like we know the magic from the age of Torah. Which goddamn, too many things happening. Just get focused. Anyway, Alicia is, still trying to like figure out you know, Nathan turning into a dark beast, and no one is answering her question, which kind of supplements my theory of like you know it, but like you just don't know it. It's like a thought in the back of your mind, but like you wanted to say something, but like you forgot what it is, but you're scratching your head, you're scratching your brain to like figure out what that thing is. That's basically what Alicia, no, what the people are going through. Maybe it's because Alicia's from a different kingdom and they don't want to tell them, but I don't know. Anyway, we have this funny interaction of Alicia and I think it's like, I really don't know how to say her name. Is this Snifflehead or Snifflehead? I don't know. But we have this funny interaction where like Alicia pretends to be like a cute, aspiring like, student who's just wants to learn, but like Snifflehead is like knows that she's Alicia only came here for like specific reasons. She's fearing for her life, right? It was just a funny interaction, funny slice of life while we're getting like massive blood dumps at us. Anyway, after beating back and forth, Alicia kind of asks like the main thing she wants. Like she wants to know what the emperor really wants. Like we know the emperor wants to like know what who's this was experimenting on, but he doesn't. No one knows because everyone who like got like the implant in them, they don't remember that from the time in the academy. They only remember from that point moving onward. So he really is desperate to know, but like he doesn't have a way to know. So his main plan was, sending like people from other countries so like they can spy and find out the information. And once he finds like the information, he'll be sending like his army, because I feel like this school is like a holy ground where I think violence can never actually happen. So there is nothing because it was in this part of the episode where it's kind of started like also wouldn't like stand like this guy also wanted to like send an army, like firstly look for like the what's this the what's this the information that Dro had uncovered over his years of like experimenting. So we have each and every faction wanting to like get the information, but they can't do it by force because this is a holy ground where war is, I think, prohibited. I don't know why it's prohibited, but war is prohibited. So they're sending in spies so like they can find out the information. Each country, in the first and second episode, as I said, each country is sending in like their own ops, their own spies to like find out the information without it leading to conflict. And there's something that the emperor does which I feel like is stupid on his part. I'll explain. Okay, I've skipped something, but I'll go back. But like the emperor does something that I would say is stupid because if you remember the what's this the first emperor in episode one, his name was what's this the king of Hayden. The king of Hayden, what's this put out a plan to like attack Clevatess at his tower. That's the same thing that this emperor is doing. I don't know what his plan is, but he's sending 500 of his troops to Clevatess tower because he knows Clevatess isn't there. But I feel like if Clevatess will find out, and which will lead to like it will lead to the same. I don't know if it will, but I feel like it would lead to the same thing that happened to the Haitian was his kingdom. I feel like Clovis will get upset, destroy this kingdom. I doubt he will, since he found Luna. He doesn't really resort to like violence often, but I want him to do that. I want him to put the fear of God into them because that's a stupid plan. Like going to attacks. I don't know why. What's his plan? But we know he's going to Clevatess's mountain to attack because Clevatess isn't there. Now backing up, Alicia and Nifalite kind of make also make what's this a team. What's this an alliance? Same with Nifalite and same with Alicia and the other guys, the twin guys. They make what's this an alliance where Alicia Alicia and what's his Nephalite will work together to look for like the information that the emperor wants. And once if the because if the what's this if the emperor finds the information, he will force an army to come in here, and then the other emperor, which I just showed, will also like force his army to there, which the whole school will become a battleground, which would lead to innocent people's lives dying, and Alicia doesn't want that. So she wants to find the thing that the emperor is looking for and destroy it before anyone can actually get to it. So they've also formed an alliance in this episode. A lot of alliance. This is like the second. We have three alliances. This is like the second alliance. The third alliance is between the Lord of the West, the Lord of the South, and Clevatess. And I'm skipping, like I've skipped a lot of information how we got here, but I will tell you how we got here. Okay, earlier like I was wondering why Clevatess was like with these guys because I didn't see anything special about them. But turns out Elia is like a prophet of like the Lord, the Dark Beast Lord of the South, which we saw in like the first episode, which we saw in the flashback episode, which was really shocking. I only thought it was Clevatess who left like his domain, but turns out other Dark Lord beasts, all four Dark Lord beasts left their domains, which is shocking. Yeah, well, this is the Dark Lord Beast of the South. No, the Dark Lord Beast of the West. Sorry, okay, like they don't have names, so it's kind of hard to like I feel like they do have names, but I don't remember. Anyway, this is the person we saw in like the first I don't know 30 seconds of the episode. So unlike Clevatess, who wanted Alicia for like his sake, there was the Lord of the West kind of takes on apostles each time. I don't know what she takes on apostles, but she takes on apostles. Which she calls her shamans, and she was like. This part I found this part funny where Clevatess was like, your current shaman is pretty tiny, and then he calls her an old hag, which to me it refers to like how she likes people on the younger side, which I don't know, maybe not, who knows. And then we have Rathbro of Ashura, the Lord of the Dark Lord Beast of the West, who resides inside of Edison, which I was really shocked. Like Edison was a timid person, but I didn't know that he actually housed a Dark Lord Beast inside of him. The Dark Lord Beast of the South is like a parasite Dark Lord Beast where like he's sending parts of himself like to humans, like I don't know, gather information, maybe just hang around, chill around. But we have, because I thought it was only Clevatess and who's this, and Voradin. I think, wait, if this is the Dark Lord Beast of the West South, then he's either east or north. I don't know if Clevatess is east. Anyway, we have. I only thought it was Clevatess and Voradin who actually left the territory, but turns out all four Dark Lord Beasts left the territory because of this emerging, this book of Torah, the thing that Worden wants really so badly, it's drawing all like the Dark Lord beasts because they want to understand what's Vorden's main goal, and they also want to understand what really is this book of Torah. What, like what happened in those increments of time where not everyone kind of doesn't remember it. The main thing that they, all three of them gathered together, was talk about Void and how he's working with the humans on some kind of plot. They don't know what it is. We also don't know what it is. We know it's relates to the Book of Torah and him in such a desperate pursuit of like the true humans. Shameful of him. Anyway, let me talk about the final part of the episode. The part of the episode. This is not the final part, but the part of the episode that really drew my attention the most. The legend of the hero. And there's one part of it that was says that really got my eyes. The hero looks up. What's this? Let's go back. An awakening on an altar of stone. The hero looks up at the light, and knows his destiny, which is really shocking because my first thought was isekai. Okay, like that's like my first thought is isekai, but like the hero just, one day just wakes up and realizes that he has to defeat all Dark Lord beasts, which, like again, the story doesn't, tell the whole part. So we're missing a chunk of information, like why he knows his destiny, who gave him that information to do that. We really don't know anything about that. The hero received his revelation from a god, and he was guided, like what was the god who guided him? Yeah, here, where it talks about how he forged a regalia and became the hero's ultimate weapon. We know the regalia was forged from the forge, which the forge turns out to be was a book of Torah. That the story doesn't talk about that. It only says he forged a sword of the regalia. It doesn't even talk about any of that. And the last part is how he defeats all the Dark Lord beasts and stands atop their corpses to see the sunset, to see beyond the dark skies, which again doesn't really make sense. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm Hunter, and I'll see you in the next one.